Are you thinking about buying a vacation home in Park City, Utah? The biggest problem with buying a vacation home in Park City, Utah is knowing where to buy. A lot of the more popular areas are located at Canyons Village, but the problem with Canyons Village is you have a ton of options to choose from at the Canyons Village. There is a luxury hotel condo popping up on every street corner. Old hotels where you used to have a view, that view's gone because you've got a new hotel condo going in.
Gone. Why is it gone?
So it's just a massive place. There are so many hotel condos going in this area. The biggest problem now is that one of the best hotels to ever hit Park City just landed in Canyons Village, and it's called Pendry Park City, and that is what I'm talking about in today's video. We're talking all things Pendry. We're gonna do a little bit of a tour. I'm gonna take you up to the rooftop pool and the bar. We're gonna check out some of the amenities, so make sure you stay till the end. If you're not familiar with Canyons Village, you definitely need to know where it is. If you've skied at Park City, my guess is that you've probably stayed at Canyons Village. Canyons Village is really starting to remind me of Las Vegas. With all the hotels going in, it's like you have to stay at one property just to experience it one time. So maybe stay at the Waldorf one time, the Grand Summit, the Silverado, the Sundial, and now you could stay at the Pendry. Well, basically, the Pendry just screwed everybody in Canyons Village because it is that top notch. It is that high end. It is something that Park City needed. It is gonna make it a cool, hip, very fun vibe. I predict that the whole lobby, the lobby bar lounge area is gonna turn into like a Beverly Hills hotel where everybody that lives in LA goes to like the Beverly Hills hotel to like have a cocktail and socialize with each other. Like I picture that happening at Pendry. Not to mention the après ski situation that's gonna be happening there. This hotel is just off the chain. It's a big property and it basically towers over everybody at the Canyons Village. If you're not familiar with Pendry, it is a Montage product. The new Pendry Hotel was built in 2019. Construction has just been completed and I've been notified that a lot of the residents have already moved in. However, there are still a few restaurants under construction. There's a big Mexican restaurant with a full tequila bar that's going to be absolutely insane. There is a restaurant called Kita that is apparently one of the best restaurants in Park City. It's a Japanese steakhouse. Be on the lookout. It's very pricey. Obviously, you're staying at the Pendry. It's a luxury restaurant. You also have an incredible village area in the Pendry Resort, which is going to have lots of shops. It has a little wellness space, a jewelry store. Obviously, Vail has one of their biggest ski outfitting stores here. There is a Compass Sports as well. So plenty of places to rent skis, rent bikes, and go try to find something to do for outdoor activities. It really just helps the overall Canyons Village. And Canyons Village is also digging out a huge hole in front of where Ski Beach was and like where the golf shop was because they're putting in an amphitheater because they want to have music festivals in Park City again. So could you imagine Canyons Village is now going to have like 3 venues that you could have music festivals. It's absolutely going to be insane and I'm so excited that Pendry went in. Obviously you can tell how excited I am about it. I like bougie things. And basically Pendry is on a whole nother level. Like I don't know what to do when I walk through Grand Summit with somebody and then we go look at Pendry. Like it's gonna be so underwhelming. Every other property in here, maybe not the Waldorf. The Waldorf is pretty high end, but every other property at Canyons Village, you're gonna be like, I mean, for lack of better word, don't hate me, but you're gonna be like, this sucks compared to the Pendry. However, Pendry is expensive, friends, and if you didn't get in when they first launched it, you're gonna be paying a lot of money to buy into it now. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if a Louis Vuitton store went in or if a Chanel store went in, like in the future. Just saying, in the future, like I could see it happening. Like this place reminds me of Vegas. Like I love it that much. It's like the coolest little luxury, humongous chic hotel in Park City.
Housing, luxury, energy.
At Canyons Village. You don't have to go to the St. Regis. You don't have to drive all the way up to Deer Valley to have a cool hotel now.
Amazing.
It's right at Canyons Village, which Remember, Canyons Village is wedged in between Old Town and it's wedged in between Kimball Junction. You're like 35 minutes from Salt Lake City International Airport. It's a no-brainer. It's ski in, ski out. Pendry has its own ski beach, and they're gonna put a gondola in, which is going to change the it's very much needed in the Canyons Village, and it's gonna completely change the whole vibe. Something to note is that what I've kind of learned from talking to a lot of the people that work for Pendry and Montage, and how they explain Pendry versus Montage, because there's Montage obviously at Deer Valley, which is an insanely beautiful high-end luxury hotel up at Deer Valley, Empire Pass, but it's been there a while, right? It's maybe on the dated side.
Oh.
In my opinion, because I'm young, I'm a millennial, I like cool, hip, new, chic, bougie stuff, right? I don't really like the old dated mountain aesthetic, really, but that's just me, right? My age group, you could differ very much. You could be totally different than me, right? Your opinion could be completely different than me. However, what I've learned, now take this for what it is that the Montage caters to maybe an older, wealthier crowd. Pendry caters to a younger, wealthier crowd. And it really, I mean, it makes sense when you walk through it. It's pretty off the chain. My favorite part about the Pendry Resort is obviously the rooftop pool and the rooftop bar. However, this part of the hotel is not open to the public, unfortunately, but I have a feeling that that pool is gonna become like the Instagram's like top 10, one of the top 10 spots to go Instagramming in Park City is gonna be the Pendry pool because of the views that you have. There's no rooftop decks at the Canyons Village that are on that level. Where you get a bar, it's like Vegas, I'm telling you, it's like Las Vegas, high-end Las Vegas, like good Las Vegas. Only things that are not open to the public are the fitness center, the rooftop pool and bar, and the daycare kids club. So the pizza place, which is called Disco Pizza, which is really, really cool. It's a fun little hangout spot, and they made it actually really fun. Then you've got Kita, which is the Japanese steakhouse restaurant, and you're going to have that Mexican restaurant that's going in. All of those are open to the public, which is really cool. Plus you have the lobby bar, which is just absolutely drop dead gorgeous, right? And you can get food there as well. It's kind of this lounge, it's absolutely gorgeous. So Pendry consists of 3 buildings. You kind of have like the lobby building, and then you get these bridges that connect all the buildings. And then in the second building, you have the spa, the rooftop pool, the deck, and the fitness center. And in the third building, they're kind of calling that the ski building because that's where Compass Sports is, and where you would, like, Compass Sports is Montage's brand. So you've kind of got Compass with Montage, and you've got Vail, who basically owns all of Canyons Village. So you've got choices. Funny thing about Canyons Village is that you're really getting, especially like, please don't take this the wrong way, but Westgate, you've got like Woodsy Owl, and then you've got Yummy Chic. So you've got a lot of these older properties at Canyons Village that are very woodsy, mountainy, and now we're starting to see all of these beautiful luxury condos go in that are very modern and chic. So you have to decide, like, what aesthetic are you on? What type of property do you like? What is your style? Because there are some people, hey, I like Woodsy Owl, I'm okay. You know, if I can get a condo at Canyons Village for $800K and it's Woodsy Owl, I'm a happy camper. There are some people that would not be happy campers. So there is a product for every level of person and every type of person. However, if you're bougie, there is no bougie on a budget here. You are paying a lot of money to have a luxurious place. So if you want something that's completely redone, completely modern, completely new construction, you're gonna be paying a premium for that. Otherwise, you're gonna get Woodsy Owl. But remember where you're staying, where the location is, and what Canyons Village is all about. Something to know when you buy into the Pendry, that you're under that CVMA transfer fee, which is the Canyons Village Master Association. So yeah, the HOA fees at Pendry are pretty high. Plus you've got a 2% buyer transfer fee, which is 2% of the purchase price. So if you're buying into Pendry, like, this is not a place where you buy to cash flow property. Canyons Village is not a place where you go where you're like, I'm an investor and I want to have positive monthly cash flow every month. This is not where you go, and I made a video on that. So if you want to check that out and learn more about Park City, like, I think amateur people who are amateurs and they think that luxury vacation rentals are going to positive monthly cash flow are not experienced, and it's not going to happen. And you could ask any real estate agent in town that no luxury condo is going to positive monthly cash flow for you. You'll be lucky if it actually breaks even. It's gonna be rented out all the time in the winter. but it's just about the fees that stack up against that. Then if you're taking out a mortgage on top of that, now you kind of see how it's really not going to be a cash flow type property. If you're somebody who wants cash flow type properties, then you need to be watching Grant Cardone's videos and investing in multifamily stuff, not luxury vacation rentals that you're trying to Airbnb out in a ski town that probably will only be rented out 60% of the year. I'm just being real with you, right? So Pendry is really for that person who wants that second home luxury vacation property. Like, this is a place for you and your family to come enjoy. Vacation properties are a return on lifestyle. They are not really a return on investment. And the second that you go to your financial guy, he's gonna be like, this is a bad idea. This is in the red. But you have to go, is this the right season of life for us? And you have to say, if it is, yes, we want a place where we love Park City, we love the Canyons Village, we love Pendry. Holy smokes, this place is gonna be insane, right? And you can see the future of owning real estate, right? It's a long game. If you are buying for the right reasons, then you'll love the Pendry area. Some of the cons of Pendry might be that, it's really expensive. It's really pricey. Not everybody can afford to live here or buy into here or, even afford to stay a night here, because if you've looked at what the nightly rates are, like, they're pretty steep as well. This is a luxury 5-star hotel. So it's expensive. And in my personal opinion, the best lot at Canyons Village is where the Grand Summit is sitting. That is the best piece of real estate property. You are right across from the orange bubble. Pendry, you're a little bit down the village lane, but they basically gave you your own ski beach and are giving you your own gondola, so it's not gonna matter anymore. However, Grand Summit still sits on probably the best piece of land in Canyons Village in terms of ski in, ski out, and where the location is and how close you are to the mountain, in my opinion. If you're looking for something that is 5-star, top-notch, high-end, you like a little bit of bouginess in your life, and you want good food, great amenities, and you want to hang out on that rooftop pool with a bar, then Pendry is definitely somewhere that you'll want to consider checking out, at least staying there, and possibly maybe even buying down in the future. So my question of the day for you is, which hotel is your favorite hotel in all of Canyons Village, and how many have you actually stayed at? Because each project in Canyons Village is incredibly different, brings a different vibe, has different amenities, was built at different points in time. So some of them are woodsy out, some of them are yummy chic. Which hotel is your absolute favorite at the Canyons Village? And if you could buy into one, which one would you want to buy into? At the end of the day, remember, owning anything at Canyons Village is pretty much you're doing well in life. If you could buy something at Grand Summit, Silverado, Sundial, even if you can't afford Pendry, like, you're doing pretty good in life. And a lot of locals are actually buying properties up here just so that they can get a ski parking spot. Yes, people will spend $1 million. Even people will buy into St. Regis just so they can buy a parking spot, because that is how nuts the traffic is here. Nobody wants to deal with the hustle and bustle. Park City is now going to make everything a paid parking zone except for Canyons Village parking lot. So there's a lot happening. So at the end of the day, at least you get a parking spot, right? You have a place to use for your family when you're in town and enjoy the return on lifestyle. If you want to know more information about Canyons Village, about Airbnbs, about investment properties, about other different types of properties, make sure that you check out this video. Next, I have an entire library and tons of playlists on my channel about everything Park City has to offer here, living here, best neighborhoods, what to know when you're buying here, hence that 2% buyer transfer fee that is a pretty big deal when you're buying in. You don't want to get spooked with that. You want to know about that. So my name's Nicole Bowdle. I'm a local real estate agent in Park City, Utah. And if you wish to contact me, my information is always dropped down in the description link down below.